Whoop. All right. Alright, everyone. Welcome back to another Friday of Artful Connections. So this is like the third Friday in a row. I said this is the last time I'm carving this block, but here we are, once again, carving out this bad boy. Making sure everything is good to go. Alright. So it looks like I've mentioned in my previous streams that I was looking at... Oop, they're not going to see it. There we go. I was looking at painting miniatures for you all. And, but I lost all my paints. So, I finally decided, you know what, I'm just going to go for it. And ordered a bunch more paints. So, those will probably be in, if not today, probably tomorrow. So they'll be ready for next week, hopefully. And so next Friday, you should have something completely different. If all goes to plan. So until then, I'm just going to keep on carving away at this dude. There we go. So, let's see, where do I want to start? First of all, let's start by getting the camera in a good spot. You know what, let's work on the tentacle over here. There we go. Oh, better get my mouse out of the way. Let's see if I can get this camera down any lower. Welcome, welcome to the people hopping in the chat. Looks like it's gonna turn out to be a super nice day. I know that because I already have my fans on. Move my mic a little closer to my face. Man, I got some like epic style music today. Hey, you got some more people hopping in. Welcome, welcome. If you weren't here at the very beginning, you didn't hear me give my excuse that I ordered some new paints so I could paint some miniatures for you all on the live stream, but unfortunately they're not here yet. So I'm back to carving this guy again. They should be here for the next live stream. For my next live stream, anyway. As always, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, I guess, feel free to post in the chat. I always like it when people chat during these things, just because it makes me feel a little less crazy that I'm just talking to myself here. Okay, I'm gonna spread the word out a little bit more. Welcome, welcome. There's people popping in and out. I guess I can do this. I really need a light down here at ground level so I'm not casting so many shadows so you all can't see. I'm gonna turn down the music a little bit. I don't want to scare anyone away. There we go. Alright. Looks like I scared everyone away. Alright, I know it's still... Well, actually, it's, it's about noon. Hope everyone's having a good day so far. I think oh no, I do have more snacks. I ate all my oatmeal cream pies though, so I just have tea today. Tasty. In my... no, that's right. Yeah, I got this as a gift because you can never find cat dad stuff. It's always cat mom, which, whatever. Shout out to all my single cat dads out there. Which, the only way that they could buy this was in a pair with a cat dad and a cat mom mug. So. There's me sipping my tea. Oh man, okay. This tentacle went kind of quick. No one's been able to tell me yet. Is my volume good? My voice good? The music? Is it too loud? Too quiet? Any feedback would be amazing. I still have spots here, which you can't see because I moved the camera. Or I moved my plate. How do I want to do this? Let's move in the camera. Alright. Am I blocking the light? Yeah, pretty much. Welcome to the people hopping in the chat. Or people hopping in the stream. There's no one in the chat right now. Talk to me, people. I know you're there. You don't have to talk. I always feel just a little goofy talking to myself during these things. Sorry, I move my plate all over the place when I'm doing these things, so I try not to be super jerky with the camera movements as to not make anyone sick. Need a camera person. Hey, what kind of wood do you use for these? So traditionally, with woodcut printmaking, you would use like a hardwood, like a cherry or a Sheena plywood. But what I'm using here is actually a little different. This is actually it's a composite board, MDF, medium density fiberboard. So it still has the feel of wood, but it doesn't have the grain, so I don't have to worry about any kind of chipping or anything like that. Now, unfortunately, because it is a composite and it is softer, it has a tendency to dull out my tools pretty good. So I'm glad you brought that up. So when my tools get, I always keep, I've shown this a few times on stream. This is my slip strap. It's got just like a honing compound on it, thing of leather on the back. You can see this thing has been used plenty of time. Just to keep my blades just like nice and honed. And so I don't have to sharpen them quite as often. Sharpening is still important. You don't want to use a dull knife. That's how accidents happen. But yeah, you should take a break. If you're using this kind of stuff, you should take a break every... I say like every like 15-20 minutes and just run across it a few times. Now, of course, I get into it and I kind of forget what I'm doing, and I end up not... I don't do it as often as I should, which is not good because then it affects my tools. These guys are actually pretty dang dull, and I need to sharpen them. It is very difficult to sharpen these though without ruining them. Especially the V-groove. Because with the V-groove, that's this one here, the V-groove, you have to sharpen both sides and the bottom in like kind of a scoop. I don't think the camera's going to be able to focus on it, but yeah. So, not the easiest to sharpen for sure. And since I kind of have my own business selling my woodcut designs, I spend a little bit extra on my carving tools just so I can do a good job. So they're not super cheap to replace, so I don't want to replace them all the time. These have lasted me a few solid years though. They have done their job and then some. Man, this music is like too epic. I don't know if you guys can hear the music even. I don't know if I got my volume going good or not, but okay, this one seems a little more chill. Okay. Alright. Back to it. And I need to make sure that you guys can see what I'm working on. Alright. So I say every week that this is going to be the last week that I work on this board. And, I'm still working on it. Here we are. Welcome back. I have a completely different project in the works. This is my main medium for sure. But you know, I don't want to get you guys too comfortable with me just doing woodcuts every weekend. I want to keep you guessing. So I ordered some supplies this week, and they should be here in time for the stream next Friday. So tune in then. for a cut like this, what is your average time to finish? It really depends. I go a little slower for these just because, adjusting the camera and trying to talk to the chat and everything. But, for a plate like this, here, I'll do like a zoom out so you can see what all's going on for this thing. So for something like this, it'll probably take me an accumulative of probably 8 hours or less. I usually do it in like several sessions. Not really all at once, because you can really, I don't know. If I do it all at once, my hand is like just killing me the next day, or I like got a bruise in the palm of my hand, and that is not fun. Man, again with the epic music. Oh, well, this one's a little more techno-y. It's also a little more louder. But, alright. Oh, whoop. I need a button in the chat so you guys can just like yell at me when I need to move the camera. So, this board is, it's maybe one of the bigger sizes that I do. Some of the smaller ones that I've done, I can do in about an hour. And these are, my usual thing is I do kind of character creation stuff. So, it's a completely different story if there's a full background and all sorts of stuff like that. Now please, I think I've said this every single time I stream, and I just did it again right there. Do not carve towards your hand. Please, I'm going to lean right into the mic for this one. Do not carve towards your hand. I've seen things. Luckily it hasn't happened to me. Very bad, but if you're going to do this, please be safe. Don't carve towards your hand. That's all. Your weekly reminder. It's only happened to me once, and it wasn't even that bad. I got lucky. It's like if you're using like a box cutter or scissors, to open a pack or something, away from the body, not toward yourself, away from the body. You definitely could. Definitely could be wearing a butcher's glove. Now, the biggest reason why um, you know, why a lot of people would do that, like put their hand up in the way, or just kind of like just put it in the path, is to keep it stable, keep the board stable. Now I have this handy dandy tool called a bench hook. It looks like this. It's got a lip on the bottom, and it's just a mirrored on the other side, so it kind of looks like a big old Z. And it sets up right against the table, and then you can just like press up against this and carve. Now, this one, as you can see, judging by the end of the board and end of the board down here, this one's a little small for the board I'm working on. Toward myself, got it. So I'm actually using my monitor stand as leverage right here. So I know I've told this story before on stream. So feel free to ignore me if you've already heard it. And if you're eating your lunch, you know, feel free to ignore what I'm about to say too. But the one time I did get myself, I was working on a very small block. It was actually for like a postcard exchange. And I was trying to like just carve this super small block. And I was just like turning it, and then I just like boop, and so this tool, the V gouge, it went under my thumbnail, and it cut into my skin under my thumbnail, which makes it sound really gnarly, like really nasty, and I mean I guess it is. But man, I just, as soon as it happened, I just dropped everything and just death gripped my thumb. Just squeezed, essentially just like squeezed any kind of blood that would think about going to my thumb. Just stopped it from even happening. And it never even bled. I just held it like that for 10 minutes. I had like a weird like skin like flap thing under my thumbnail that was annoying. But no, literally when it happened, I just like dropped my tools, grabbed my thumb, and I just went, uh-oh! And like everyone in the studio was like working on their own thing, just like deer in the headlights, like, oh god, what happened? I'm just like, oh! That was up in Iowa State, probably like 2 o'clock in the morning. Oh, hey, since we're halfway through the stream, for people who can't stay for the whole thing, I'll give you the little bit of spiel, all the pluggables and whatnot. I'm going to be streaming for another half hour, so stick around if you would like to stay. But with the recent rollback on the restrictions because of that awesome I can't even joke about it, the less than awesome virus that's going around, we've decided to open back up businesses for some reason, and that's why I'm not actually carving on my desk. I'm carving there we go. At the Mexican restaurant again, like I did weeks ago. So I'm waiting for my food. But yep, just carving here at the restaurant. And while I'm waiting for my food, please feel free to check out ArtForce Iowa. There, of course, you know ArtForce Iowa if you're here. ArtForceIowa.org. Check them out. Show them some love. You might even find some archive videos of some of these live streams. Who knows? Maybe, maybe not. Toasterpress.com. That's my way out of date website. But I also have an Instagram and Facebook that I keep updated a little bit better. Again, my name is Cody Sherman. I am of Toaster Press. I make woodcut printed goods like shirts, bags, prints, koozies. I made underwear once. No one really bought them. But, yeah, all sorts of stuff. So, anyway, stick around. I'm going to be doing this for another 28 minutes. I always forget. Okay, so once the chat gets so long, I have to scroll down. I forgot I was like, wow, I got nothing out of that. But no, I see people responded. Okay, great. What was, I have it. Okay, watch. I'm gonna, like, undo this, and it's gonna be... Oh, no, that's one of my designs. I'm always afraid, like, I have buttons here that I can make stuff pop up on the screen, and I'm always afraid... I always accidentally click that bird making pasta. I never mean to do it every time, and it just always happens. Not today, though. Maybe if we get to, like, a bunch of people, I'll show the bird making pasta again. Alright. Uh-oh. Almost lost my bracelet. Sorry. Bird making pasta is why I'm here. Alright. I'll not so accidentally click it here for a split second. Chicken fettuccine. Whoops. That was originally going to be my my setting up splash screen. But I decided last minute, this was like when I very first was like streaming on here. I decided last minute, I'm like, that's not very professional. And then I didn't do it, and then as I was streaming, I accidentally clicked it, and I've accidentally clicked it several times since then, so I still work here. No, I serve here. I'm with AmeriCorps. I'm doing my public service. Of course. You know, I think what AmeriCorps does is great, and they definitely don't get enough funding or support. But I always think it's kind of funny when I shouldn't say funny. I just don't know how to react to it when people thank me for my service. Like, I was on the phone with my student loans people, and at the end of the phone call, because, you know, I was trying to get it set up with AmeriCorps because they help with student debt, and the guy on he's like, oh, and thank you for your service. I was like, you're welcome. Thank you. Like, feels like I'm in the military or something. Alright, can you guys still see what I'm working on? It's all the way over here. Let me try and move this closer. Floop. Oh, sitting on my leg. Oh, my leg's dead. Alright. Get back to it. Can you... There we go. Whoop, cut a little far there. Clear the table. Need to reposition, get a better angle. Move my mic, my camera, sorry for the shaky camera. Man, it is getting warm in this corner of my place. I got lights shining on me. I got my oversized computer pumping out heat. I'm guessing it's getting warm outside. No. This thing is ancient. Ancient as far as computer standards. The case I bought for it was way too big for what I put inside of it. It does not need to be as large as it is. It was the first computer I ever made. Or, yeah, put together anyway. And I thought, oh man, I need a giant case, because giant cases are cool. You don't need a giant case. This bad boy needs a... It needs an upgrade that I cannot afford. Oh god, you can't see what I'm doing. Oh god, I need a fan over here. I am melting. Ugh. See, I have a tendency to just work all over my boards. Just, I'll be over here 1 second, then I'll be out the other end, then I'm over on that end, and I'm just all over the place. It doesn't make for great viewing, as I can tell by the possibly one other person watching me right now. Everyone left, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm unsure. I'm thinking about maybe keeping it this like kind of texture down here on the legs, but I don't know. I don't know. You know, I'm gonna take a break on those and go back to the tentacles. This is just a tentacle stream. Okay, this is like Christmas music. What's going on? Oh, because it's called Christmas Spirit. Next. I'm gonna go ahead and next on that one too. Alright, coming up on a little less than 10 minutes left. If you have any more questions, as always, feel free to put them in the chat. Whenever I look up, I try to check the chat, see if I missed anything. If you've been making art with us during these Artful Connections, we'd love to see it. Please send it to the Art Force Iowa Facebook page. We just love to know that, you know, we're all going through the same, well, we're all going through similar situations right now. I think art is a very good way to get us through it. So it's a very easy thing to share. You know, even if you're not the best at drawing or painting or, you know, sculpting, whatever it be, you can still be creative. You don't have to be perfect at something to be able to enjoy it. Alright, moving the camera. Here we go. Whoa. Tilting it down. There we go. So the only reason why I haven't carved anything out in the tub yet is because I was thinking about putting some words in it or something, but I'm almost run out of things to carve on the thing. Oh, made it went. No, I'm good. Thought I went a little too far there. That's why you want to keep sharp tools. Speaking of which, slip strop time. Your new leather. Alright, looking good, looking good. Super shiny. Cool, looking good. Moving the camera. Can we do that? Hey, look at that, look at that. So I realize my hand's probably completely in the way now. I'm using my U-gouge to move out some of these bigger areas. Looking good. Cool. Alright, we only got probably less than 2 minutes left now, so let's see where we're at. Hey, get a load of that. There. So yeah, you got a huge chunk of that done. I've said this every week for the past few weeks. I think this might be the last time I'm working on this one on stream. I don't know. It might make a comeback, but next week I'm gonna try to work on painting some miniatures. Actually, if the paints come in on time. If you know me, I'm a huge dork, so I got these little miniatures I need to paint, and I ordered some new paint since I lost all mine. So hopefully that's what's gonna happen next time. So of course, no, there we go. Once again, thank you for joining me in this lovely Mexican restaurant for Artful Connections. Please show Art Force Iowa some love. artforceiowa.org. You can donate to their cause, learn more about them. They're an amazing organization. Check out my outdated website at toasterpress.com or my slightly more updated Instagram or Facebook, both at Toaster Press. My name is Cody Sherman, and this has been another week of Artful Connections. Thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you again next time. Bye.